At first glance, building a net worth of $1 million might seem unattainable, but it's more realistic than you think. In fact, you don't even need a winning lottery ticket or a trust fund to join this exclusive club. Your annual income certainly plays a role, but the way you allocate your funds actually matters more than your salary. When properly planned, a solid work ethic, responsible spending habits, and savvy investing can grow your fortune to $1 million and far beyond. Achieving this goal will require you to make some sacrifices, but the feeling of financial security is priceless. First, boost your profit margins. A profit margin isn't strictly reserved for businesses, it also applies to you. By increasing the gap between what you earn and what you spend, you end up with a profit in exactly the same way a business earns a profit. This profit can be used to purchase your long-term financial goals. To specifically reach $1 million, you'll need to boost your savings rate substantially more than the normal 5 to 15%. You'll have to make hard choices of deferring present spending in exchange for future financial success. For two-income families, choose to live on one income and saving and investing the other salary. Next, start with $10 million. The start with $10 million is actually a joke, and it reflects how our brains tend to trick us into doing the wrong thing when investing. The best way to circumvent our inferior mental angels is to learn about investing, create a plan, and stick with it. Our psychology often works against us. It's not difficult to make $1 million when investing, if you start young enough and avoid psychological pitfalls such as following the crowd. Avoid trading in and out of your investments, create a sound investment plan, invest through thick and thin, and over time you can become a millionaire. Those who buy and sell more frequently tend to underperform compared to those who buy and hold. Then you can turn your passion into a business. Passion alone won't make you your first million. There's no substitute for luck and flexibility. Find something you are truly passionate about, become the authority, and make a business of it. Not only will you be happy, but you'll probably be more successful. The Chipotle story illustrates this. After finishing culinary school in 1993, Chipotle founder Steve Ells was excited about starting a fine dining restaurant. Lacking funds for the upscale place, he took a small loan from his father and opened his first Chipotle. After selling 1,000 burritos in the first month, his passion for cooking veered from a high-end restaurant into a successful path to wealth, with the popular Chipotle Mexican grill restaurant chain. Furthermore, expect to fail along the way. Don't be surprised if there are some bumps along the way before hitting that $1 million idea. Then, invest early. Getting rich can be a matter of mathematics. It's well documented that investing in the stock market over many years, reinvesting your dividends, and letting that money grow and compound can make you a millionaire. But it's also a matter of knowing how much to invest, in what type of mutual funds, and for how long. You can find out how much you need to invest for how long and at what rate with a simple calculator. For example, you can calculate that if you invest $500 per month in a diversified stock market index fund, such as the Fidelity Total Market Index Fund, and earn an average 7% per year, assuming a 2% inflation rate, you'll be a millionaire in 36 years. If you start at 25, by age 61, you'll be a millionaire. If you start later, you'll need to save and invest more. If you choose lower return investments such as money market funds or CDs, you'll have to save thousands of dollars more to compensate for those investments' lower annual rate of return. Then of course, you have to be patient. Regardless of the path you choose to get rich, it will take time. Investing in the stock market takes years for your money to grow and compound. Starting a business and nursing it to success doesn't happen overnight. When it comes to the math of compounding returns, the greatest financial growth occurs in the later years. Making your first million will often take longer than making your second. Whether it's through building a business or years and years of savings, the first million is often the hardest. Stay committed, stay patient, and keep your eye focused on the goal. Don't let the initial slow growth through compounding or the pitfalls of starting your own business thwart your long-term wealth aspirations. Fear and impatience can be your worst enemy when trying to make $1 million. And lastly, adjust your lifestyle. Discard the myth that millionaires all spend with abandon and live high on the hog. In the book Millionaire Next Door, award-winning author Thomas J. Stanley and William Danko studied how individuals became rich, and their findings were surprising. Many people who live in expensive homes and drive luxury cars do not actually have much wealth. Then we discovered something even odder. Many people who have a greater deal of wealth do not even live in upscale neighborhoods. The authors found that high salaries don't necessarily translate into high net worth. In fact, Stanley and Danko found that those who accumulated the most wealth would be considered frugal themselves, and married to conservative spenders as well. The gap between income and spending is an asset for those learning how to get rich. Think about it realistically. You can't build wealth if you spend all that you earn, or worse yet, spend more than you earn. So how far are you in your $1 million journey? Comment below. And as always, take care of your money.